I'm just connecting with you because I wanted to say hello, welcome, and just let you know what's going on the next few weeks. So I'm going to be away next week, so there will be no meeting. I might do a Facebook Live, but I'm going to be in Jasper on vacation for just a week, so we'll see what happens. And I just wanted to reach out and connect with you all today just to talk about self-care. So I'd love to hear in the comments what kind of self-care that you do, either daily or as often as you can, to make sure that you're staying healthy and happy and the mama that you need to be, or the big person that you need to be, taking care of all your little people. So one of the things that I like to do, actually there's a couple things I like to do, particularly in the morning, is I like to wake up and I do a gratitude journal. And this is a practice I've been basically started this summer sometime. And what that helps me do is it helps me focus on what I want to achieve for the day. So what that allows me to do is just focus on my day, set up my goals, set an intention for the day, and really just center and focus on what I need for the day, how I'm feeling. Maybe I've had something happen the day before that I need to kind of release or get rid of. Maybe I've had something that I'm going to be doing today that I need to prepare for, and just set a good intention to make sure that I'm prepared for it and settled and relaxed in it. And maybe it's just taking a few minutes to let myself know that, okay, whatever comes, it's okay, you can get through it. So the gratitude journal really helps me do that and lets me focus on what's going well in my life first thing in the morning, as well as where I would like to go throughout the day. The next thing I like to do on my ideal mornings is I have a yoga practice, so I like to do my yoga, but I also like to do either journaling or a meditation. And journaling I like to do if I've got something kind of residual that I need to work through. It just also helps me focus on where I want to be, where I need to be, and anything that I need to work through or give extra attention ahead of time. Meditation I love because it helps me to focus on what's going on inside of me. It allows me to shut out the rest of the world. And I know, because I have a toddler, it is hard to meditate. Let me tell you, sometimes I meditate at 4 in the morning just because I'm awake and somebody else has woken me up and I can't get back to sleep. So it's really finding those times with kids that works best to meditate. And generally bedtime, anytime anybody's asleep, it's like the best time of day. So meditation for me just allows me again to check in with myself, focus on where I'm at, notice my body if I need to give something attention to it. So maybe I've got an ache or a pain, or even if I'm feeling a little bit sick or something, I can just put my attention to that, maybe take some medication if I need to, or give myself some extra love with something that I need to do, maybe a scoop of honey, anything like that, just to make myself feel better. So meditation is great for my morning practice. And yeah, I did say earlier that I do yoga in the mornings whenever I can. And the reason I do that is so that I can just start my day moving. Every day I get a little bit older. Everybody gets a little bit older every day. And what I like to do is to make sure that I'm able to move and keep up with my kids and stay healthy for the rest of my life, because we ended up having our kids a little bit when we were older. And as a result, we're going to have, a 20-year-old when my husband's going to be like 70. So I kind of feel like it's something that we need to focus on, is just making sure that we're able to move, we're able to keep up with them. Our youngest is 2 right now, and yeah, she's a handful and she's busy. So it's important that I continue to move my body and stay healthy. And I just want to run through just an exercise that I like to do that helps me throughout my day if I'm feeling uncentered or ungrounded or like a little bit stressed out or anything. And it's a yoga pranayama practice, which is a yoga breathwork practice. What that means basically is that I use the breath to focus my energy inside and to center myself. And there's specific practices that work on this. So Samavriti is the one I'm going to work on today. Samavriti means equal breath. And it's equal in two senses. One, in the duration and the length of the breath, so on the inhale and the exhale. And two, on the quality of the breath. So if your inhale is nice and smooth and even, then you want to make sure your exhale is nice and smooth and even. And whenever you do a breath practice, you want to make sure that you're able to breathe through easily and you're not straining to breathe or trying to catch your breath. You're just going through it and breathing and keeping it even, not straining, because that can actually do more harm to your breath work than not. So the way to start any kind of pranayama practice or samavriti practice is to make sure that you're sitting tall. You can sit like in a traditional yoga posture or whatever. I'm sitting on the side of my couch right now. Ideally, I'm going to prop my hips up so that my hips are higher than my knees, just so that I can get that hip flexor not to be extended. But yeah, as long as you're sitting tall, you want your ears, your shoulders, your ribs, and your hips to be kind of in alignment with one another. And so you're stacked one on top of the other. This allows just the channel of energy that's in your body, the Sushumna, to just freely flow. And so you can draw energy all the way through your whole body and energize your whole body. And yoga and pranayama specifically, this pranayama practice is through the nose, so breathing through the nostrils. And I like to do my pranayama practice with my eyes closed or just gently softened. So you can gently close your eyes if you feel inclined to do so, or you can keep your eyes open, whichever works best for you. But just start to notice your breath. Just breathing through the nose, inhaling and exhaling, just easy breaths right now. Just noticing the quality, notice if the breath catches anywhere. And just come inside of yourself. So you can focus on the space behind your eyelids. You can focus deeper inside yourself, maybe at your heart center. Or you can focus in any part of your body. So maybe you want to focus on your legs or your feet, your pelvis, your hands, your arms, your throat, your head, anywhere. Wherever you choose that focus, just notice how the breath is energizing that space. Just continue to breathe for a moment. And we'll start with the Samavriti breathing. So Samavriti means equal breath, as I said before. So what we're going to do together is take an inhale to the count of 4, pause, and then exhale to the count of 4, and then pause again, and then repeat. So I'll start you off, and then I'll get you to continue on your own. So start with an exhale through your nostrils. And then when you're ready, take an inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. So just continue breathing like this. You can continue with the count to 4, or you can shorten it if you need to the count of 2 or 3. You can extend it if you need to the count of 5 or 6. But just make sure the length of the inhale and the exhale are even, that you're not grasping or gasping for breath, and that the quality of both the inhale and exhale are even. And take one more breath like this. And to close, you can just start to take an inhale. Start at the base of your spine, imagining that breath starting from the base of your spine, and then rising up through the chest, through the throat, through the face, through the crown of the head on that inhale, and then exhaling, coming back down inside of yourself, all the way through the chest, through the abdomen, through the sacrum, and down through that root, that tailbone. You can do that one more time. So inhaling from the root chakra all the way up through the chest, throat, face, and crown of the head, and then all the way back down again. Just really following your breath through the entire spinal column and center of the body. Do one more at your own pace. When you're ready, you can return to a normal breath. And just notice how you feel now compared to when we hadn't started the practice. Just notice if there's any difference in your mindset, in your feelings, in your body sensations. And just become aware. You can open your eyes when you're ready. And I just want to say welcome back to the space, welcome back to the room. So Samavriti breathing is just a nice way to get grounded, to get centered, especially if something happens during your day that kind of sets you off, that kind of throws you a little curveball, as so often happens in parenting. It's just a nice way to kind of come back to yourself, to your center, and to calm yourself down. So I'd love to hear in the comments how that practice went for you, if you notice any difference in the sensations in your body after doing that practice. And I'd love to hear also what things you do for self-care throughout your day. And maybe there's a specific time of day that you do certain things. Maybe there's a specific habit you have. That's just kind of my morning routine for self-care, which is always, of course, challenging to fulfill with children. But somehow time is made up for it. I can make time for it. So I look forward to seeing you again in about 2 weeks' time. Just a few more announcements. So Ali McKenzie's going to do an energy workshop on the 19th of this month. So we'll be meeting at 10:30. We will be recording this session. And she's going to do her energy workshop, and we'll have the recording available later on. there'll be more details about that. And sorry that we didn't do a Zoom call today. Just Lindsay had been away all week with sick kids, so it's been a week for her, and just getting that Zoom link into the group wasn't really feasible or possible. So we did a live today instead. And if you have any other questions about anything, or you'd just like to connect or reach out, I'd love to hear from you. You can PM me or do whatever you need. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend and happy Friday.